Well, hello there. Thank you for checking out Lo-Fi Quasi-Visual Podcast number 4. I am Bob, you are you. As always, this is our co-pilot Jesus. Forgive me if this is a little rough. Haven't been to one rehearsal. As most of you could have guessed, even if you didn't know that know me a little bit, even though I just uncovered this in the last year when things really got out of hand, I am, brace yourself, severely bipolar, which at times has made me wildly unhealthy with little things like money, intoxicants, people, relationships, myself, goals, discipline, etc. So maybe I am literally going insane in Rhode Island, especially since I can only afford to take a third of my medication without insurance. Anyways, everyone in my extended family agrees that I need to find some friends because I'm really good at that. I tend to think I just need to find a job and the rest will take care of itself, but it's been suggested that I find some friends on meetup.com, which actually has very cool groups like beer or sushi, things like that. But there's also Singles over 45, which I might join. I'm neither, but it sounds like fun. Rhode Island musical families. Hell to the yeah. And one of my favorites, Holistic Homeschoolers. Also sounds like a fun group to be a part of. Um, but hands down, the creme de la creme, Shyness and Social Anxiety Group, which I don't know. It seems people with social anxiety might have a tough time heading over to meetup.com, but if you can make it, there's already 82 people there. The Providence Social Anxiety Meetup will be a group for people who consider themselves to be shy or feel uncomfortable or nervous interacting with other people. I don't know anyone like that. We'll offer support, understanding, and the opportunity to share stories and experiences with others who face the same challenges. Together, we will learn from each other and take small steps to overcome social anxiety, which apparently 13% of the U.S. population suffers from. Much to my chagrin and dismay, there is no meetup.com group for the boogie board, which may be an activity for 8 to 11-year-old little boys and girls, but I can't get enough of it. I am addicted to the boogie boarding. Isaiah, look at how good looking that little lion man is. I say it's getting so big, but check out this sunburn from a couple days of boogie boarding. This is a banana boat fail. SPF 50, not enough for my Dutch and British self. I look like Hellboy spent all day spray painting a barn in the wind, which I'm not sure is a good look. I actually do have something on my mind for the good of the group this week, and that thing is last call is stupid, more or less demeaning. I'm way too old. We're way too old for a curfew or a bedtime. Here are my arguments against last call. Maybe you'll agree with them, maybe you won't. Firstly, it hurts the economy. If I want to buy booze and someone wants to sell me booze, but we can't because of a clock, that's money that's stuck on the sidelines. That's not good for anybody. Furthermore, if we want to go really deep, which makes me nervous, does time does time even exist? Meaning that, or is it simply a human construct rooted in fallacy? According to someone with some kind of PhD on a recent episode of Morgan Freeman's Through the Wormhole on the Science Channel, which I try to watch, but truthfully I don't really understand. They say time is an illusion, kind of like porn stars who last forever, which would seemingly also make last call also a needless illusion. I'm going to tell the bartender that next time they try to take my drink at 1:45. Plus, this last call thing, it's just not smart or practical. A uniform, mandatory last call makes it damn near impossible to get a cab at closing time, so you're putting more inebriated drivers on the road. And by the way, you're putting all of them on the road at the same time, and it makes the Taco Bell drive-thru a real bitch. All downsides. And last call discriminates against people who work second shift. And it makes people chug whiskey or whatever is their beverage of choice thanks to the looming pressure of last call. And, perhaps most importantly, as a mediocre Methodist, there's an obvious spiritual component here. I have a hard time believing that there's a last call in heaven. And neither the Quran nor the Book of Mormon make any reference to last call. I don't think that's a coincidence. And I just got a tweet from noted theologian from Lo-Fi Quasi-Visual Podcast #1, Sir Hamburglar, and he just got a retweet from Ronald McDonald via Eddie Vedder, who threw the gauntlet down when he asked, does Mayor McCheese have a last call for the Fry Guys? And I think we all know the answer to that. However, like most things, I'm probably wrong. I've reserved that point of view at this time in my life. So if you can articulate why last call makes sense or is even a necessary evil, I'm sure there's a rationale that I just don't see. Email me, and if you don't suck, and I'm sure you won't suck worse than moi, I will read it next week. Next up, I don't want to alarm anyone because I know you're all very worried for my safety being in this new region with fisher cats, the half bear, half beaver equals certain death. Tifa thinks she saw one a couple days ago when she was going out to the car getting ready for work. And now I don't even want to take the dogs outside. I know these things are like the size of a small poodle, but imagine that poodle, body of a beaver, face of a bear, infected with devils, and wants to eat you, and has like no manners, and would sleep in the back of your car. I feel my sperm count lowering as I say this, but these fisher cat things are totally new to me, and I'm definitely scared of them, and I'm not looking forward to my first encounter. I don't know if these things bark or growl or meow or quack or clap or give brother man pounds, but I think I'm getting a taser because they don't let bipolar people like me get guns, do they, Delante? Sorry, Delante. Say what's up to Shaq's mom for me. This week's music pick is Seattle hip-hop duo The Blue Scholars with their latest ode to the Emerald City Slick Watts. My anti-music pick this week, take your choice. I believe the same day, June 28th, if I'm not mistaken, Limp Bizkit put out a new record called Gold Cobra. Sold 27,000 copies, which is 27,000 copies more than I thought they would sell. And there's a brand new Billy Ray Cyrus record on that same day called I'm an American. So you can, maybe they'll do a mashup. I'm a Gold Cobra American Limp Cyrus. Time for closing thoughts with Jonathan Papelbon. I forgot to show you this the last couple of weeks, which is my bad. But behold the greatest Father's Day card ever. Because even though my subscription to Black Men's Magazine has lapsed, which says right there on the cover, for strong, positive, caring brothers, I think this card says it all. I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. And lastly, I've been running into a lot of Spanish lately amongst my Puerto Rican friends, and I go to the beach, and I hear it all over the place, and I think everyone is talking about me because I'm paranoid. And I know a little Spanish, just what I've gathered through the years from Sesame Street and Dora and Handy Manny's Dora and Handy Manny's Workshop. So I got to get one of my bilingual peeps to teach me the only phrase I think I'll really need to know in Spanish other than casa and agua. I understand what you're saying, you stupid pricks. So if I can walk into any group and just mumble that and then walk away, I understand what you're saying, you stupid pricks. I think that'll go a long way for me. If I'm still alive next week, and who knows, Lo-Fi Quasi-Visual Podcast #5, as always, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes. It means a lot to me. Till next time, Mechaleka Heine, Mecca Heine Ho. Bye-bye.